Yaji Navajo means eggs. It would be code word for bomb. So, with 260 code words by May 1942, the United States Marine says we're ready to go to war. First objective was to land on the beaches of Guadalcanal. First Marine Division, Second Marine Divisions were in Australia and New Zealand, preparing to do this first offensive movement against the Japanese. So, what a good place to test code. So they sent half of those code talkers, Navajo code talkers, to join the First Marines, First Marine Division. So in August of 1942, First Marine Division landed on Guadalcanal, along with 15, 16 code talkers. This is the first time Navajo code was used in the actual battle. 3 weeks after the landing, General Vandegrift, 1st Marine Division commander, sent word back to the United States saying, this Navajo code is terrific. Japanese never understood it. We don't understand it, but it works. So send us some more Navajos and open the door. The Marines started coming out to the reservation recruiting Navajos. Again, same practice. You want to fight? Join the Marines, wear one of these blue uniforms, join the Marines. So that's how we all joined the Marines. And here, Dan Akee went in 1943. We went in 1943. Way ahead of me, I went in 1944. A cousin of mine was on Liberty. And he's wearing one of those blue uniforms. I asked him, how do I get one of those? Join the Marines and fight. Okay. So we went to the recruiting office. I was 15 years old. So I want to join the Marines. How old are you? She tells me, my cousin tells me you're 17. So 17. Birth certificate? No, I was born right out of the booth. No birth certificate. So my cousin vouched for me that I was 17 years old. That's how I joined. Anyway, more code words were added as the years went along. Guadalcanal, first time the code was used. Every major landing in the Pacific, Navajo code was used. Bougainville, Cape Costa, New Britain, Tarawa, Macon, Kwajalein, Inuit-Talk, Saipan, Tinian, Guam, Hallelujah, Iwo Jima. A friend here was on Iwo and a couple of other islands. As we graduate from code school, after going through boot camp, compact training, then we get separated and go to the code school, learn the code that was developed. In addition, the new code words were being developed as the war went on. So, after we finished graduating from code school, we are assigned to different Marine Corps divisions. Each division, Marines, divisions are created, had 60 or 70 code talkers, first division, same numbers, second division, third division, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So whatever division is going to do the offensive on on a particular island, those code talkers and those divisions are organized to provide the communication. There will always be two communication lines. Navajo Communication Network and the English Communication Network. Once the firing starts, both communication go into action. There's always Navajo code talker covering the front line. There will be with the first wave. The general commanders of the operation want to know immediately what the situation is on the beach, what the casualty rate is, what the ammunition supply situation is, where the enemy firing is coming from, what kind of weapon are they using. All of that is reported back in Navajo code. Why? Because you don't want the enemy to know what the casualty rate is. You don't want the enemy to know that you're sitting on a beach with very little or no ammunition, because the ammunition ship is blown up before we reach the beach. So all of these confidential matters that you don't want the enemy to know, they use the Navajo Communication Network, and also using the Navajo Communication Network to identify where these firing is coming from. Enemy gun emplacements. All those goes through a Navajo Communication Network back to the command ship. Command ship gives order to the battleships, cruisers, or to the beach command post to reorganize or to move in a certain direction. All those are in Navajo code. Give an example. Dad was on Ewo. 3 Marine Division landed there. They were just used 2. They immediately found out that you gotta have another division, so they sent in 3rd Division. 3 Division hit the beach on Ewo, February 1945. The 5th Marine Division Communication Officer, Major Connors, report back to the command ship. His report is in the United States Marine Corps Archives in Washington. The report says, the first 48 hours of Iwo Jima landing, over 800 messages were sent in Navajo code, put down without a single mistake. Do a little math. That's Navajo code going through the network every 3 minutes, 3 days, non-stop. He also added to his message later on, without Navajo, Marines would never have taken the island of Iwo Jima. Major Connors report to superior officers. So, Navajo code, how it was used in every battle, in every land. They're very quick, very accurate. Give an example. This is an electric code that was actually sent on Iwo. On the north side of the island, past the airport, there's some hills. Company Marines were pinned down in 3 directions. They couldn't move. So the commander of that company written, scribbled a note to the Navajo code talker covering that area, asking for help. So, Navajo code talker sent a message in Navajo code, reading the message that was given to him. This is what he said. The bet na a chimpi that is kai de na sosa kanji lochin sigat sa ha has ha na ki shash in your eyes, you didn't know what I said. The Japanese didn't either. Now, this guy is sending the message given to him, asking for help. Let's say that the Navajos on the reservation were listening in. What did they hear this guy say, asking for help? He said, sheep, eyes, nose, ear, destroyers, tea, like Lipton tea, mouse, turkey, onion, sick horse, 3, 6, 2, bear. They sound like asking for any kind of help.